everyone. This is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you for joining me in another video. In today's video, I would like to talk to you about emotional regulation and impulse control. Emotional regulation and impulse control are two powerful coping skills that are important to learn and implement. Emotional regulation enables us to keep our emotions in check, preventing us from overreacting, acting inappropriately, or having an emotional breakdown. Impulse control enables us to stop and think before reacting, weigh potential consequences of our decisions, and exercise self-control. Impulse control also enables us to be proactive and not reactive to triggers. It is also important to note that emotional regulation and impulse control go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Why? Because when you're exercising restraint and self-control, a major part of this involves being able to regulate urges and cravings that are triggered by people and situations. When we are triggered, we have a choice in how we react or respond, or if we react or respond at all. We don't always feel like we have a choice because our responses to certain triggers can be very automatic. However, we do have a choice. And with that being said, we all have something known as a window of tolerance, which represents our threshold for distress. And within the window of tolerance, we have hyperarousal and hypoarousal responses. Hyperarousal, also known as our fight or flight response, includes reactions such as anger, aggression, agitation, and emotional outbursts. With hyperarousal, we are reactive, and this could be triggered by anxiety, fear, or stress. Hypoarousal, on the other hand, is known as our freeze response and includes behaviors such as depression, numbness, and withdrawal. Now, there is a concept known as the optimal zone of emotional arousal. And this describes the healthy place to be because it represents being able to adapt to change, maintain balance in our moods, and cope effectively with our stressors. In the optimum zone of emotional arousal, we have clear thinking and we're able to exercise good decision making. To be in the optimum zone requires emotional regulation and impulse control. How so? When you're triggered, automatic negative thoughts, also known as ants, are activated, and the ants impact your mood and behaviors. The longer the thoughts are activated, the more they reinforce negative emotional states, which then impacts our actions and reactions. Therefore, to achieve emotional regulation and impulse control, it is also imperative that we check and correct our thoughts. Reacting from thoughts that are inaccurate, irrational, based on negative assumptions, jumping to conclusions, and distorted beliefs can lead to negative outcomes. Now, here are 3 types of coping skills worth learning to help you achieve emotional regulation and impulse control. They include a combination of what is known as cognitive, behavioral, and emotion-focused coping skills, which means skills that help you correct faulty thinking, that's cognitive. Skills that help you choose responses that de-escalate and not agitate situations, that's behavioral, such as effective communication skills and effective conflict resolution skills. And lastly, self-soothing skills. This is the emotion-focused skills. And these skills will help you keep your emotions calm and balanced. And this might include techniques such as relaxation breathing, mindfulness, meditation, grounding, and emotion freedom techniques such as the butterfly hug and tapping. So remember, it is worth it to learn and implement skills for emotional regulation and impulse control. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.